Hi, welcome back to another Archicad speed modeling tutorial by ASM TechBase. My name is Carsten MD. Join the ASM TechBase email list for newsletters and future updates. Okay, before I start with this tutorial, I want to show you the design phase I did first, and I recommend this because you don't have to do as much work and then start moving stuff around. So what I did is I created the first one, cut it out. I haven't added any curtain walls, windows, and then I created another one, didn't even cut it out, and then I was playing around. I was then, as you can see, moving them around differently. One of them has the rotation X here, then another one has it here, but I also moved it, as you can see, I moved it backwards, okay, rotated and moved it backwards, so both of them. And this one here, I rotated a different way. I kept this line the same. So that's just, you can do some more, but I think I recommend this before you add all the detail. First of all, it is much faster to in 3D, and it is just easier to sort of try stuff out. And when you get the right idea and say, okay, look, this is good, I like to do this, then you start up with your first, or you just start up with adding detail really and go for it. So in my case, I like to show you this one here where I made all this smaller, added windows and curtain walls, and I keep it on this axis. All right, so let's move out of this file and into the working file. Okay, let's start with the ground floor. I just got a very simple flat pavement here, road, and I place this building in here now. So let's go back and we start with actually a section first. I'm going to A1 looking that way, click on here, and I draw my first sort of piece of the building with a morph. So we take the morph and just go to the line tool, polygon tool, and we start drawing down here. I wanted about 50 meters long, so I hit X and add 50 plus and hit enter, and I go up 4 stories. There we go, and I go back to finish this off. The next bit is I like to have this on an angle, and if you want an exact angle, what you do is you just take this like a line, and you see at the moment it's 90. Let's go over here, let's make it maybe 30 degrees, so we make it 120. Oops, not distance, that's wrong. Let's dot this again. There we go. So you go here and you hit A for angle, and we do 120. Yeah, so it's going that way. It's a bit much. Let's make it 110. So this way you can get an exact angle going. So hit A, 110, enter. All right, great. So just extend this, and now I can take this morph and move it there. Okay, now we can go into 3D. Let's have another look. Yes, we got this. And I can just now extend this the morph by simply clicking on it. Go to the morph tool and we extend this here. Okay, so we go this way, and let's make this 30. Enter. Great. Next one is you go on the side here and you want the edges to chamfer. Actually, we use a fillet, and I want to make this 2 meters and apply to all edges. There you go. Okay, now it's interesting if you look sideways, that looks quite nice, but if you go a bit close, you can see the resolution is not that good. So I like you to go and increase this now. We go to design, modify morph, segmentation, and just double the segments. You see here? Let's do it again. You can do it a couple of times, don't overdo it, but 1 or 2 or 3 times I think is not bad for this one. So okay, it's getting quite smooth already. Let's do it one more time. Sometimes if you do it too much, it will actually look worse. Then you just do an undo step. And Yeah, see, it looks a bit funny. Look, I'll go back and leave it at that. Great, so if I go back to my A1, you can clearly see now we got this going here. Now what I'd like you to do is next, I'd like you to draw another morph. Let's go here. Let's draw this with a different color. Just make it, doesn't really matter. Yes, make it green. Perfect. So we draw this. And we go there and there. Great. Now this is again the morph. You can't see it at the moment. And we just make the edges a little bit round too. So let's go here and we say, let's make it 500 and see how it looks. Apply to all corners. There you go. So you get a bit of round edges, so need more than that. Let's go back. You just play a bit with it. Let's maybe make it the same. How about we do 2? There you go. Looks great. Now we're going to 3D and we should be able to see this face. There it is. Try to select it. Hang on a second. I gotta take this one. Let's just move it out a little bit by just dragging it along. Make sure you're on the same line here. Okay. Still both selected. That's not very good. There we go. And we drag. Oh. Let me do this. Take that one and drag that a bit away. Eh? That's probably better. Yeah, cool. Now we select this one, getting there today. Nice, and we just move it out. Now Archicad sometimes has a bit of problem with displaying it, but that's all good. There you go, that's great. So now we just use our element operation. This is the operator element, and we got the target here. If I can get it going, there we go. Targets, I gotta do this again, not that I'm doing it wrong here. And we subtract execute. Alright, what we do is next, you select this, right click, and you do convert selection to morph. So converts it to morph, and now you don't need this anymore. See, I can delete this now, and you got your first cutout. Now I do the same on the other side, but we have to be a little bit more careful there, and I'll show you in a moment why. So let's move this one into place over here. Not doing very well today, I have to tell you that. There we go. Alright, cool. Now if I go to A2 and do the same here, I'll show you what happened. Let's just draw another morph, and I do the same here. And I'll show you in a moment what I mean. There we go. Select this and we do apply all corners. Yeah, it looks good from here. It looks good. And it's always where the section is. Remember, if you have watched some of my tutorials before or quick tips, and extend. Now watch this. What happens, because this is on an angle. So you see how the cut would be below this cut. You can clearly see this, right? If I go to A1, see? So if you want this the same, then you have to adjust your, then you have to adjust this morph cutting element. So what we do is, in this case, I just move it up. So I take this and let's just drag it up to fit up here. There you go. Okay, let's go and have a look in 3D. Yeah, looking good. Great, so I'll take this now and just do the same one quickly. Solid element operation, that is the operator element. Target, execute, and again select this and you again convert this to morph. This way you don't have to keep the cutting element. Okay, now you got this. See, looking good. Great. Now I like to add some of those windows, and you use the curtain wall for that. Okay, for this I'm going into my first section, A1. Let's move over here. I choose a curtain wall. I've got just normal settings, nothing fancy. And I go and do a space click here. And make sure you have this option selected here. Okay, boundary first. Great, so let's go and have a look in 3D. There we go. Like I said, they're just, you know, the setting, you can adjust the settings yourself in the curtain wall before you do this. This is purely for this quick tip. So obviously I can move this over. So let's go maybe to the 2D, it's a bit easier. It always does it where the section is. Okay, so let's drag this over. And let's move this. Maybe, let's see how that looks if I move it in there. And we go and have a look. It's a bit too far in, to be honest. So let me just drag this out. And we drag up by, let's make it 300. And let's have another look. Yeah, that's probably better. Okay, now obviously for the other side, we just duplicate this, or you can mirror a copy. You can do that too. Let's mirror a copy. We move and mirror a copy. Go in the middle. There we go. Now we can use A2, but I need to drag a copy because I need to go from the other side. Otherwise I would have to rotate my building, which you can do too, but it's easier like this. So let's open this one with a new tab, and then we can do the same here. So go to curtain wall and space click. Great, go down here and we just add this one, drag it over here. No, not the section, I only want my curtain wall. There, and now we drag it in by X300. Now, what happens is if I drag it over here, I'll show you, that's why I just drag it on mirror, because this is not going to work, because it's on an angle. So let's have a quick look. Okay, I can definitely go on an angle, I'll show you. Let's just do this on an angle. What we got, 1910. Wrong way around, I knew this would happen. Let's do it 70. Okay, so that's not gonna work because you see already what happens here. See this one? It just doesn't fit. Let me go to A2. Yeah, it's not gonna work. So what you have to do, we gotta go back and first of all we delete this. We don't need this. Now I like to make a copy of this. Let's drag a copy over here. That will do. And maybe drag it a bit that way. So now if I go now to A1, I get the right one. Okay, because what you have to do is take this and we just have to make sure that this is perpendicular to our section. There you go. So if I go now to my A2, see, there you go, and you can see the problem you had here. That's from the cutting, that too doesn't work. See, there you go. So what we do is then we just have to make sure it picks the right one. See, you will have to clean this up in new tutorial, new project, okay? Just do another nice morph and cut that off. Now let's go to curtain wall and let's see if I can pick it, but probably not. Didn't think so. Not a problem. So what we do is we take the morph, okay, and one more, and then also make sure we do modify morph and we double segmentation to get a bit more round on the edge. Great, so now we should be able to pick this. If I go back to my curtain wall, let's have a look. If not, we will just move this morph out in a minute. No, it doesn't really want to do it. So we go to the morph, pick this, and you just drag it up here. Okay, try again. We take curtain wall. There it is, and you click. Great. That's cool. Now you can take that curtain wall down. Okay, pretty sure that will work. So we take this one now and we say 70. Oh, now it's going the other way. Great. Okay. Oh, look, it's doing it again. Not very happy with this. And it looks like we have to convert this to a morph, unfortunately. So let's do this. We convert to a morph. That's okay. And now we have to go obviously to our section to make sure you grouped. And now we turn this by angle, what we had here, we had 20. All right, let's have a look in 3D. Now, because it's a morph, see, it's all good. This way you have to decide before you do this to a morph that the divisions of the window is all correct, okay? Because you can't now, the morph, obviously you can't change that anymore. Let's have a quick look. Beautiful. Great. Now you can obviously add inside, you can add some slabs as always. But now, how do we do the next one? So let's have a quick look. Okay, I created another one a bit smaller at the top. We only got 3 stories. And if you zoom in, instead of 2 meters here, I only made 1 meter, the surrounding edges. Now, if I go into 3D, what it looks like is this. And at the back, I changed this to a normal wall. Well, all I did is just delete the curtain wall, added a normal wall, and they're just normal windows. What I like to do is now copy the top, and we will move this edge, this one here, towards there in a step, sort of, you know, I think I do every 2 or 3 meters that way. And we make 4 copies of that. Before I do this, let me make sure that I've got this all grouped. Let's go there. You know, I don't need the bottom one there. And we group this. Okay, great. So let's go down to the level 4 I'm in, and we take this, make sure it's not suspended, and I copy now 4 of them. So let's do this. We just increment and spread, that's fine. Let's go there, and I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, great. Now, before we do this, we gotta make sure we suspend groups. Okay, let's start with this one here first. All you do is the framing tool, marquee tool, suspend groups as I mentioned, and let's just go around here and start from this one here. You click and you do X 5 meters minus. Okay, so it moves that nicely there. Let's do the next one, and this one I like to do 10, so you do X 10. Okay, the last one was 20. So let's just have a quick look what we got in 3D now. Okay, let's move around, and you can clearly see they're getting smaller on this side. Very nice. Okay, what happened is that obviously stretches the wall and everything that way. So if you like then to add more windows, let's do this quickly here. We just take those 2 maybe, and we drag a copy from that corner to that corner. There you go. And if it's a little bit too close, then just... Okay, so that's good. Let's have a look at the next one here. Yeah, I think we definitely need at least 1 more window. So let's drag a window. Okay, what else we got? This one I can leave. Okay, great. So we got this. The next bit is we go back to our level 4 and then move them back, and then I want to rotate them. So let's move them back first. For this, I unsuspend the groups because I want to move them all back. So go here and let's move them back, see, to the same corner there. Yeah, I just saw something and you see, this is interesting. That's the wall. I haven't seen that before. That's not a good thing. So that seems to interfere. So let's go back and we might have to try to cheat a little bit. What you can do is, I will need to try this right while we do the tutorial now. I want to see how I can fix. So I'll go there and let's just say X and do 10 mil that way. Yeah, that fixes it. So it's 10 mil off, but you know, it's tiny. You'll never see it. Okay, let's have a look in 3D what we got for now. Yes, that's what it looks like. We still have to raise and rotate them, of course. So let me do this now. Yeah, the groups are still grouped, not suspended. That's good. So I select all of them but one. So let's go like this. And then I just deselect one of them, which is this one here. There we go. Now those ones we raise up, and we raise them by 3 stories because I did go 3 stories high. So let's go here, 3 times 3, 700. That's my story height, which is 11,100, and it's important to set by home story. So let's do this, and then we'll move it up. Okay, great. I do the other ones quickly. Okay, great. This is good. Starting to look nice now. So we do have at the moment, they're getting smaller and smaller. That's great, but I still like to rotate them a little bit that way, and I like to rotate them around the axe here. So let's go to the floor plan. Now you gotta be careful because I'm in level 4 now. So if I go up to 3 levels, so we got the 5, 6, 7. So that's the next one. I can see some of them show on all levels. Let me quickly fix this. So what you do is you go to morph, suspend groups, and we go into 3D and it morph. Yeah, you just select all morphs, and what you like to do is all stories, home story only. Okay, so this should fix the view in our floor plan. So if I go to 6, yeah, there you go. Some of them is the curtain wall. I should do the same for the curtain wall, but that's fine for now. So the next one I have to do, or the first one, is level 7. You know what, level 4. I like to move level 4 a little bit too. So let's select this, make sure you unsuspend groups. We go down here and let me rotate this now, and we just do a small amount. We go this way by, yeah, don't do too much because we got to do 4 levels. So let's go 5, enter. Okay, let's have a quick look. That could be already too much. You gotta be very careful here because if you do all of them by 5, let's have a look. Yeah, see, this is 5. If I do all of them, this at the top will be way too fast. So we have to go back, and I would recommend smaller amount. Let's do this one here. We go by 2. Doesn't sound much, but let's have another look in 3D. Yeah, see, it's sticking out already there. Okay, so I think we should do a tiny bit more to make it look cool. So let's go, instead of 2, let's do 3. Okay, so going up now, level 4, so the next one should be level 7. And this one we do, obviously we add another 3 degrees, so we do 6. So we go there and we do 6. Okay, and this one here we do 15. Oops, 15. All right, let's have a look in 3D. Yeah, see, I think that's good. You can't go too much, I think. So that looks pretty cool, actually. So it's going around this axe here. And as you saw at the start, I tried a couple of different options without all the glass. And that's it for this one. I hope you enjoyed this, learned something, and I will see you back next time. Bye for now.